Hey there, happy hump day. We're still tracking very heavy rainfall across south central parts of Texas and how that's impacting our watershed. I'll walk you through what some of the latest river levels are saying and what they could be saying ahead.
I'm Stephanie Molina in Rockport, where higher water and wastewater bills are on the way. Coming up here, what one resident and business owner says the increase could mean for her.
Thank you for joining us on KRIS 6 News. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Here's a look at what we've been following across the coastal bend.
For years, neighbors living near the STX beef processing plant in Annaville have complained about foul odors drifting into their neighborhoods. And in 2024, KRIS 6 reported on state enforcement actions against the company after Texas regulators cited repeated odor violations and issued more than $200,000 in penalties. Now we're hearing from residents again. I'm investigative reporter Leah Zora, and I met with a longtime resident who just wants answers.
I couldn't even sit right here where I'm standing. The smell was so bad. This is how I know where it's coming from.
David Olney has lived about a half a mile away from the plant for more than 30 years. He says odors have come and gone over the years, but one morning he says it was different.
We smell it periodically, but that morning it was so bad it was burning your eyes. And you couldn't hardly even, in fact, you couldn't breathe out here. Me and my wife tried to talk to each other and we couldn't do it.
For years, neighbors living near the STX beef processing plant have complained about foul odors drifting into their neighborhoods. After speaking with Olney, I drove to the STX beef factory, and the odor was quite noticeable. I can smell it. I'm just sitting in the car right outside of the factory. It's thick that I can almost taste it. It smells like cow manure. I don't know what cow manure tastes like, but I can tell you this is a very strong odor, and if I lived anywhere near this, I probably would have similar complaints. Now, I reached out to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality to see whether regulators were seeing the same concerns. We got a call from a viewer a few days ago that was complaining about some odors that were coming near the beef factory in Corpus Christi, Texas. TCEQ tells KRIS 6 it received 35 odor complaints involving STX beef over the past 6 months. And the agency also provided me with records showing it opened a new investigation into the facility in January 2026, reviewing odor control records required under the company's enforcement agreement. I also reached out to STX beef, and they released a statement that reads in part, STX beef continues to revitalize the decades-old facility, including millions of dollars to retrofit the plant to mitigate odor. And STX is committed to working with all state and local agencies to ensure compliance. Now, if you experience persistent odors or you believe that pollution is impacting your neighborhood, you can file a complaint directly with TCEQ. For KRIS 6 News, I'm Leah Zora.
Well, before it was STX beef, that processing facility was known as Sam Kane beef. It started as a meat counter inside a grocery store. At its height, Sam Kane beef was processing thousands of cattle annually. The Sam Kane family gave up ownership in April of 2013. The beef processor, now known as Kane Beef, began to struggle financially a few years later. In April of 2018, Kane Beef found itself owing the city of Corpus Christi $2.3 million for unpaid utilities. The company agreed to make weekly payments of more than $35,000 to pay back the debt. The check for their first payment bounced. In January of 2019, the processing plant was shut down for a few days because their wastewater system didn't meet city standards. Kane Beef filed for bankruptcy that same month. It was later bought and renamed STX Beef. Well, this video is making its rounds on social media. It's from Charlie Ortiz, showing one of the Harbor Bridge pillars with several cracks in it. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez, and I wanted to see if it was true. So here's what the cracks look like now. This is shot 5 days apart. Now you do see several cracks in our video, but you don't see that bold crack that was straight in the middle in that original video. We went ahead and contacted Flatiron Dragados, who built the Harbor Bridge, and this is what they had to say. Surface cracks in concrete bridge support structures are common and anticipated characteristics of material behavior and will be routinely addressed in accordance with industry standard procedures as part of the ongoing maintenance. During this process, normal surface treatment activities can temporarily make the cosmetic cracks appear more pronounced. Crews have completed the process on the US 181 Harbor Bridge North Pylon. including reapplying the aesthetic opaque white finish, with the operation expected to be completed on the south pylon by Friday. Reporting from the studio, I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Fleet Pride Incorporated, a big rigs part distributor on I-37, has been hit with 16 safety violations over the death of an employee earlier this year. On January 7th, a 63-year-old worker asphyxiated while inspecting a tanker trailer. An investigation by OSHA found Fleet Pride exposed workers to confined spaces and other safety hazards. Specifically, OSHA says Fleet Pride failed to implement a confined space program. Fleet Pride was also cited for lacking elements in its respiratory protection program and for exposing workers to electrical hazards. Fleet Pride faces just over $264,000 in penalties. The company has 15 business days from the receipt of the citation and penalties to comply.
Hey there, happy Wednesday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. By now, you've already heard about the very inclement weather happening across parts of central Texas, south central Texas, along the I-35 and 10 corridors. So there's a tornado that was even reported in the northern part of San Antonio. Thankfully, none of that inclement weather has come here, and it's unfortunate that it's happening to our friends up that way, but we are going to benefit from this heavy rainfall that's been happening. The past 24 hours has focused a little bit more in the northern part of our watershed than the previous days, but as we continue to watch rainfall, we even had our fair share earlier this morning. A bit of a wet commute for some. Things have generally dried out for most of the afternoon. The early evening, we'll see the rest of those showers trailing off. But when we look at our river gauges, things are pretty unimpressive. The Nueces River near Tilden, no sign of that rainfall yet. Same deal at the Nueces River near Three Rivers. And as you might imagine, Oso Creek uneventful. We'll be watching specifically for the Frio River and those impacts in the days ahead.
I'm Stephanie Molina in Rockport, where homeowners, businesses, and wholesale customers will soon see higher water and wastewater bills. I spoke with one resident and business owner on her reaction to the increase.
Everything has gone up, so this going up too, it's gonna affect even more.
That's Connie Galnares. She owns Fresco Eats. She's also a Rockport resident. She says the rate increases come at a time when her business is already dealing with rising costs, including higher food prices and property taxes.
I feel nervous about the whole situation. Like it's already, I'm paying already quite a bit for the business and for the house.
Tuesday night, the Rockport City Council approved moving forward with a plan to increase water and wastewater rates. The city says the adjustment comes after Stage 3 water restrictions and 2 wholesale water rates increases over the last 2 years.
How much do you pay for your water bill usually, do you know? Right now it's over 100.
For her business, the cost is even higher. Fresco Eats uses water daily to make smoothies, drinks, and prepare food for customers.
It's easily over 300, so I know it's gonna be a lot.
The city says a third-party rate study found adjustments were needed to keep up with the cost of providing water and wastewater services. A typical homeowner using about 5,000 gallons of water will see their monthly bill increase just under $5 starting this month, with additional rate adjustments expected later this year.
We're going to have to arrange prices, probably decrease prices wherever we can to be able to make ends meet.
Under the approved plan, the water and wastewater rates will increase 6 times through 2030 for residential, commercial, and wholesale customers. In Rockport, I'm Stephanie Molina, KRIS 6 News.
KRIS 6, a part of the Scripps News Group.
A new phone scam is targeting residents in Jim Wells County. The sheriff's office says scammers are posing as deputies. They call and claim a loved one is in jail. Then they demand money for bail. The callers often use the names Sergeant Jones or Sergeant Johnson. Deputies say you should hang up immediately if you get one of these phone calls. The sheriff's office will never call you to ask for bail money. They also never accept bail payments over the phone. Here is what is making news today in the Lone Star State. A tornado touched down in San Antonio this morning. We have new video of the storm recorded by Jessica Vela near Interstate 10. The National Weather Service confirms the twister hit the area. Damage was reported in its path. That includes heavy damage to an apartment building near UT San Antonio. The storm ripped off the roof of the complex, which houses many college students. Witnesses say the building shook as debris flew through the air. Luckily, no one was hurt. The pushback against new data centers in Texas is growing, and now the concern is crossing party lines. As industry leaders gathered in Austin Tuesday, local officials demanded a statewide pause on new facilities. They say the massive centers drain too much water and electricity. Some cities and counties have already blocked new projects. Governor Greg Abbott is also taking a hard stance.
We must prohibit them from building AI data centers in rural Texas neighborhoods, and we must eliminate the tax break they are getting.
The data center industry argues a ban will hurt the Texas economy. Lawmakers are asking the governor to call a special session to create new regulations, but the governor's office says current directives will keep the state protected. Health officials are investigating if Taco Bell is connected to a massive parasite outbreak. The illness has sickened more than 4,000 people nationwide. Texas is reporting an unusually high number of cases this summer. Investigators are looking into fresh ingredients served at the fast food chain. Some Taco Bell locations have stopped serving certain ingredients as a precaution. Authorities are still working to confirm the exact source of the infections.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and Corpus Christi Southside may be in the middle of a business boom. Now the question is, how do you and other folks in the community feel about it?
Drive down Saratoga Boulevard these days and you'll see it. Construction crews, new signage, brands that used to mean to drive to San Antonio or Houston. But that's all changing and fast. City leaders have called the Southside one of the fastest growing corridors in Corpus Christi. I sat down with the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, who says it's no accident and it's about more than just new restaurants.
Those major brands or staples are recognizing the power, the retail power that Corpus Christi has.
Arola says national chains aren't just serving Corpus Christi residents, but the entire region.
Anytime you see further retail expansion or residential growth, that's feeding the tax base, whether you're talking about property tax or sales tax, and so that's a good thing for our infrastructure.
And you can see it playing out across the South Side right now. Notable names like Crumble Cookie, which opened its first Corpus Christi location June 10th at the shops at La Palmera. We saw a line wrapped around the building that day. Dutch Bros is next, set to open in September on Saratoga, and just up the road, a $4 million yard house is almost completed. I went onto the streets to find out what you think, and for some, the excitement is simple.
And it feels like Corpus is finally becoming to the spot that everybody wants it to be, right? Like we all know the community is great. We all know Corpus is like a wonderful hotspot across Texas. And so it's nice to finally see that we're getting the recognition we deserve.
And others want to see the growth move faster.
As somebody who has been a military wife for 23 years, I think that Corpus is very much behind every other place that we've ever been stationed.
Mendel says she's still waiting on the basics like more affordable grocery options.
People have been for years begging for Trader Joe's, for Whole Foods, for Costco, for Aldi, which is very low price compared to even H-E-B and Walmart.
From Crumble to Dutch Bros to the Yard House, the South Side's growing fast, but for some neighbors, fast isn't fast enough. Reporting on the South Side, I'm Jacob Daniels, KROS 6 News.
All right, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber giving you a look at your dog walk forecast brought to you by our friends over at Lina Utah. And this is our start today, Odette. Looks like the clouds are giving a little bit of a gloom to more than just those of us missing the sunshine, but don't worry. The forecast has been drying up throughout the day and should make for a decent forecast for that dog walk this evening. Here's a look at the hour-by-hour forecast heading through the next couple of hours. Temperature is going to begin to fall through those 80s and a little bit of a southeast breeze to give us something refreshing outside because that humidity has been very unforgiving today. But we're watching a change as we head through the rest of tonight and into Thursday in the overall weather pattern. This is going to be some good news for our neighbors who have been dealing with that flooding up near San Antonio and out toward the hill country. The weather system that brought that is already starting to make its way out, and we are going to see just the last opportunity of a few stray showers on Thursday. That's about it. That and dust becomes our major weather maker. So for Thursday morning, our more northern neighborhoods could catch a little chispa, not a whole lot to write home about. Temperatures are warm near 80 degrees as we start the day, and we'll have pockets of filtered sunshine. Although we won't have much for cloud coverage, remember, we still have some Saharan dust around. And while we can't rule out any other chispas throughout the day, I can't guarantee you any more than a stray shower. I don't think many of us are going to see any rainfall at all. Things really drying out. And if you look in the top corner of the screen, not a whole lot to write home about by I-35 either. So things finally shifting into a drier weather pattern for us here across a large swath of South Texas. And what comes in its wake is going to be possibly a denser plume of that Saharan dust as we move on into Friday and the weekend. Either way, having some dust around, you probably noticed the allergies acting up. It is going to bring a drier weather pattern for us here, and a hot one at that. So here's a look at the next 7 days. We'll keep the clouds around for your Friday. If anything, filtered sunshine, maybe a stray shower. I think Saturday and Sunday will be looking better as those temperatures begin to rise. We could be looking at upper 90s by next week.
You never know what you're going to find at the beach. The Heart Research Institute today found a check for $25,000. Phillips 66 presented the check for the Institute's beach combing program.
Our beachcombing program is us going out at the beach, finding things that are washing up, and then telling the story of how it got here. If it's a live animal, we might tell, where it came from, where it lives, and really just get people interested in it. And that's the whole point of beachcombing, is trying to get people interested and educated about it, because if they don't know about it, they're not going to want to protect it.
With today's donation by Phillips 66, the Heart Research Institute will be able to fund a year of programming. That will include more school presentations and a public community event this fall. The goal is to educate the public about more marine debris in our coastal ecosystem and the Gulf.
Several public health groups are suing the Food and Drug Administration. They want to block a recent FDA policy that allows new flavored e-cigarettes on the market without a required review. The agency will not punish companies making progress toward approval, which could result in a rash of new items being available for purchase within the next few months. The FDA is not commenting on that lawsuit filed by a coalition, including the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids, the American Lung Association, and the American Academy of Pediatrics.
Well, there was no winner in last night's Mega Millions drawing, and you know what that means. The $637 million jackpot now climbs to $672 million. If you select the cash option, that comes out to just over $293 million. Even if you didn't match all 6 numbers last night, you still need to check your tickets. Now, one lucky person in Georgia won $4 million in last night's drawing. The next drawing is Friday night.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber giving you one more look at that 7-day forecast. Can't rule out a stray shower tomorrow, but I'm thinking you're going to have to be really lucky to find one. Not a whole lot to write home about. Friday, we'll have more clouds than sun, but we will see a bit of that filtered sunshine. Saharan dust is coming back to the forecast. At times, that will be more dense. At times, less dense in terms of that plume of dust. But if you're feeling the allergies, that's why. We will see those temperatures on the rise as dry weather moves in. That thermometer is going to be on the up and up. That could mean 96 for the high temperature on Sunday. And as we move into next week, we'll really be feeling that summer heat. It looks like our high temperatures across the coastal bend will be about 5 degrees warmer than we typically expect for this time of the year. So not really above normal with the temperatures, but 97 is something we'll definitely have to get used to. These would be the hottest afternoon high temperatures we've seen in all of 2026. If we see this stretch all the way through next week, it's something I'll be watching carefully.
And that is all the time we have for now. Thank you so much for watching KRIS 6 News. Have a great one.